One of the most frequently asked questions we have from employers is around the requirement to deliver 20% of off-the-job training as part of an apprenticeship programme. Apprenticeship programmes have always been a combination of on-the-job learning, because every apprentice is employed in a real job, and off-the-job learning, which doesn't only have to be classroom learning. Off-the-job learning is defined as anything that isn't involved in day-to-day activities. Now, many employers have some concerns around meeting this requirement of the 20% of the time of the apprentice has to be spent on off-the-job training. And we understand that taking on an apprentice is a real commitment from an employer, but you don't have to release them off the job into sort of classroom type training for 1 day a week, which is what 20% of the time would be. The 20% off the job training can be involved in a number of different activities, including reading up on any new activity. It can be doing research. It can be looking and working with somebody in the team on tasks that wouldn't normally be done by the apprentice on a day-to-day basis. So all apprentices have an awful lot to learn, and we all know that the vast majority of what they learn is whilst they're doing the job. But as long as it's not doing day-to-day activities, then that can count towards the 20%. So I don't want to underestimate the commitment that employers make to their apprentices, because they do have to have time to learn, but it can be doing all sorts of activities that are adding value to the employer and genuinely doing new things, innovative things, which is one of the main benefits for taking on an apprentice. So we would say we're working with a number of our customers who had some concerns about that 20%. As long as we know very clearly the sorts of program that the apprentices are going to do and the sorts of activities they're involved in, we can monitor all of that and make sure that the 20% requirement is met. What we don't want to do is bog the whole program in sort of monitoring and tracking of all of activities. So we're very confident that all of our apprentices will be able to meet the requirement of the 20% off the job training, and that they will have even more time to learn the new things that they need in their new jobs. So by all means, talk to us about how you can deliver that to make sure that all the activities they're involved in are absolutely related to what the employer needs.